So there is often a big question between, like, especially between kids and parents. Kids that are on self-improvement, that are maybe training in the gym, they want to get more protein in, and they are thinking about eating more eggs because eggs are so easy to eat. Most people like eggs, and they have a lot of nice high quality protein as well as some high quality fats that are really really healthy, and a lot of vitamins also. So the question is, how many eggs can you eat per day safely without having like high cholesterol or whatever else? So the answer to this question depends on two things. Actually, maybe even three things. But one thing is that what you need to realize is if you are eating a ton of carbs, a ton of sugars, whatever, these things that get transferred into like glucose in your blood, and your body has a lot of glucose to work with as fuel. In that case, if you intake excess fats, it's usually just excess calories that you are not gonna spend. You're gonna get fat probably. If you intake a lot of fats and you also intake a lot of carbs, sugars, and everything, you are probably in a caloric surplus at the same time, so you're gonna get fat. That's the first thing. The second thing, a lot of those fats don't really get utilized as energy because fat is not as efficient energy source as sugar. So your body is not really going to use any kind of fat for energy compared to sugar if you're eating a lot of carbs. So it doesn't make really a lot of sense for you to intake a lot of fat if you intake a lot of carbs. So then the fat from eggs can be excess if you eat like more than 5 eggs a day. But in any kind of scenario, what I want to say, in any kind of scenario, except if you have like some specific medical condition, but if you are a healthy individual, 5 eggs a day, every single day, should be healthy, and you shouldn't get any kind of problem. So this is like what I noticed. Pretty much anyone who doesn't have like a medical condition, maybe an organ is missing from their body or something, they can eat 5 eggs a day. Almost everyone, 90% of people for sure. More than that is usually a bit overkill for most people because, firstly, you don't really need that much more like healthy fats from eggs or whatever. So it can be overkill to go more than that. But in my specific case, I experimented with more. The highest I did in a day was actually 14 eggs. So I ate 4 for breakfast before school, and after school I ate 10 eggs for lunch. And nothing really happened. I just had a ton of energy because in my case, I don't intake a lot of carbs because I just noticed that my body works much better with less carbs. So I prefer to get more fat in and less carbs. And in that case, I don't get fat. I'm at pretty good, healthy body fat, about 13%. And I feel amazing most of the time. I have great focus. I have great energy levels, great workouts, everything with a pretty low amount of carbs and a lot of healthy fats, especially from eggs. So in my case, if I wanted to eat like 10 eggs per day, every single day, it's fine. And there are days that I actually eat this much per day. On average, if I was looking, I probably don't eat more than like 4 eggs per day because some days I just don't want to eat them. You get bored of any kind of food. So in my case, on some days I will just say like, fuck eggs, I don't want to eat them today, and I will eat something else, maybe some meat or something else to get the protein in, but I won't eat eggs every day. But if I did, I would stick to maybe like 6 or 7 per day. That seems like a good amount for me, for my kind of muscle mass. If you are like 20 kilos lighter than me, if you are maybe just starting to train, you are maybe skinny, you don't need 7 eggs a day. And maybe if you have like 50 kilos. I have like 76 kilos maybe right now. And for me, when I eat a meal and I'm really hungry, I can eat 7 or 8 eggs to feel full after that. If I'm a little bit less hungry, 5 or 6. And if I'm not really hungry, I will eat 4. I won't eat less than 4 even if I'm not hungry. Because I don't want to like even cook them if I don't want to eat at least 4. But yeah, that's at least me. And when looking at everyone on YouTube or anywhere else, any like valid researches that were done on eggs, there is literally nobody who like got sick or something by eating too many eggs if he didn't eat like 30 a day or some shit. So if you stick to something, like you probably won't be able to eat more than 5 or 10 eggs per day because you will do that for like 5 days and you will get bored. Your body almost gets sick of it. You don't want to see them anymore. Like there was a guy, a YouTuber from Serbia that ate 30 eggs a day for 10 days. He was literally sick of it. He wanted to throw up because that's like your body doesn't want that much of the same food. So stick to between 5 and 10 eggs per day if you want the maximum protein and fats from eggs. And if you want like the healthy, the best balance for eggs, 5 eggs a day is like perfect. I have seen so many people recommend 5 eggs per day. That's like perfect balance. 10 per day can be good if you are like really training, spending a lot of energy, and you don't get sick of it. I would get sick of it if I eat like 10 every single day. So some days I will eat 10, some I will eat 0. So I'm more like getting on average maybe 4 or 5. But yeah, that's my thoughts on this. And if your parents don't let you eat more than like 3 or 4, like I can't help you in that case, but at least when you are living alone and you can do whatever you want later, eat however many eggs you want. That's the answer. You can, if you can eat 50 eggs in a day, do it, but you can't. You will throw up. So most likely you will eat 5 to 10, and that will be more than enough. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. See you tomorrow.